Hello everybody, Lake Station Community Advocate here and educator. I am wanting to touch on the confirmation bias and the perception video that I just made. So if there are people within a community that are part of the usual suspect crony group or part of that element that has slowly virused its way into the community, and this is going on. One, if you drive by a park and it's a mess, you know what you saw. It's a mess. If you see dirty streets, you saw dirty streets. If you start doing the research and you find that on websites the information is true and it's factual information and a good resource, and they're still telling you somebody lied to you, they're a liar, I wouldn't listen to that person. That specifically is a tactic to skew the whole thing that's going on there. And what I mean by that is if you have a community that's needing and deserving of changes, and that there are a set group of people that are doing everything in their possible will to stop anybody from helping and growing it, that's a pretty clear indicator that something isn't right. So understanding that if a person tells you, I don't know who you got your information from, but they're a liar, they're full of it, they're liars, and you actually have facts, I probably wouldn't be dealing with that person no longer. But understand that that is a tactic, political tactic to try to skew anybody who is standing up to or challenging the status quo. Say in my case, I have been challenging the status quo for quite some time now, and I get a lot of this of, I wouldn't listen to him, he's a complainer, he's a whiner, he's a this, he's a that, and the other. When in reality, not perception, but in reality, because their perception of me is I'm a complainer, I'm a whiner, I'm a this, I'm a that. Ooh, excuse me. But in reality, the streets have been dirty. In reality, the playgrounds have been neglected and can be a lot better. The streets can be a whole lot cleaner. Street lighting can be better. Our greenery within our town can be better. There are better ways of managing what's going on within our town. There are better ways of managing the debt than what they are putting up. That's not perception. That is reality. And unfortunately, people like me come along and it kind of disrupts their way of life. And I understand that. I'm not here to disrupt your way of life. If anything, I'm here for the community. I'm not here for one side, not the other. I'm here specifically for community. Streets, playgrounds, greenery, safety, lighting, better things. But there are ways of doing this. And so when people are trying to tell you that person's a liar, they're a complainer, they don't know where they're getting their information from, I don't know where you got yours from, that's a very big red sign. But I want to read this because you guys know that I love quotes. But it said there are two ways to be fooled. Two ways, that's it. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true. One is perception, the other is reality. Okay? A lot of people within the communities love to believe anything, whether it's good or bad, about whatever's going on with their leaders and how they've done a great job and they're so great, I've done such a great job. But in reality, look around your community and you'll find that whatever they say is completely opposite of what you're seeing. And what you're seeing is reality. It is what it is. So be sure to challenge the status quo. And when people ask you, or they tell you, or where'd you get your information from? You're listening to this person, you're listening to that person. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about, blah, 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 blah. That's a clear tactic. They are trying to stop people from coming in and really making the changes that need to be done and that the community deserves to have. But I can't do this alone. It's going to take more people. And lately, everybody has been bucking up, but we need to buck up a whole lot more, and we need to do it together. Stay with it, but be the change you want to be the change you want to see. Be an eagle, don't be a crow. Challenge the status quo, because if you don't, you never know what we can do on our own with a group, and what we can do for our future and our children. Be sure to check out Lake Station Strong Towns Collective on Facebook and Lake Station Strong Local Conversations. Please feel free, email us as well. And until next time.